The borrowed face. Ethan woke up to the blaring sound of his alarm clock. He groaned, reaching out to silence it, but something felt off. His hand brushed against the surface of the nightstand, missing the clock entirely. He opened his eyes, blinking against the morning light, and froze. His reflection stared back at him from the mirror across the room, but it wasn't his face. The man in the reflection had sharp cheekbones, piercing green eyes, and a faint scar above his lip. Ethan scrambled out of bed and stumbled toward the mirror. He touched his face, feeling the unfamiliar contours. His breathing quickened as panic set in. "What the hell?" he whispered. He darted to the bathroom and splashed cold water on his face, hoping it was some kind of bizarre dream. But when he looked again, the stranger's face stared back. Ethan's mind raced. He grabbed his phone and opened the camera app. The same face. It was as if his identity had been stolen overnight, and all that remained was his body. A knock at the door snapped him out of his spiraling thoughts. "Ethan, you in there?" It was his best friend, Marcus. Ethan hesitated before answering. "Yeah? Come in." The door opened, and Marcus stepped inside. He froze when he saw Ethan. "Who are you?" Marcus asked, his eyes narrowing. "It's me, Ethan," he said, stepping forward. Marcus backed away, pulling out his phone. "This some kind of joke? Where's Ethan? I'm telling you, it's me." Ethan insisted. He gestured at his clothes, his room, his belongings. Who else would know all this? Marcus frowned but didn't put his phone away. "All right. If you're Ethan, tell me what we did last summer." Ethan didn't miss a beat. "We went to Lake Arrowhead. You got food poisoning from those gas station tacos, and I had to drive us back." Marcus lowered his phone slightly, still skeptical. "Okay, fine. Let's say I believe you. What the hell happened to your face?" "I don't know," Ethan snapped. "I woke up like this." Marcus sighed, running a hand through his hair. "All right. We'll figure this out. But first, we need to make sure you don't get arrested for identity theft or something. You look like a completely different person." Ethan nodded, his stomach churning. As Marcus tried to calm him down, Ethan's phone buzzed. He picked it up, and a message popped up from an unknown number. "Enjoy your new life. The old one is gone." Ethan's blood ran cold. He showed the message to Marcus, who looked equally horrified. "Who sent that?" Marcus asked. "I don't know," Ethan said, "but I'm going to find out." Over the next few days, Ethan and Marcus began piecing together clues. They traced the mysterious message back to an encrypted server and discovered a series of similar cases. People all over the world had reported waking up with different faces, their identities wiped away without explanation. One name kept coming up in their search: the Shadow Institute. It was a secretive organization rumored to be experimenting with advanced technology, things like memory manipulation, genetic alteration, and even identity swapping. Ethan and Marcus followed the trail to a rundown building on the edge of the city. Inside, they found a hidden lab filled with bizarre equipment and files on dozens of people, including Ethan. His file was labeled Subject 47, Transfer Complete. "What does that mean?" Marcus asked, flipping through the pages. Ethan's jaw clenched. "It means someone took my face and my life." Before they could dig further, a security alarm blared. Footsteps echoed down the hall. "Time to go," Marcus shouted, pulling Ethan toward the exit. They barely escaped, but not before grabbing a hard drive containing critical data. Back at Marcus's apartment, they decrypted the files and uncovered the truth. The Shadow Institute had perfected a technology that allowed them to swap identities between people. Wealthy clients paid millions to disappear into new lives, leaving others to pick up the pieces. Ethan's transformation wasn't random. He'd been targeted, and now, he had to name the client who had stolen his identity: Victor Calloway. Fueled by anger, Ethan vowed to track Victor down and reclaim his life. But he knew it wouldn't be easy. The Shadow Institute was powerful, and Victor was untouchable. "This isn't over," Ethan said, his reflection in the mirror still a stranger. "They took my face, but they won't take my fight." And with that, Ethan stepped into the shadows, determined to uncover the Institute's secrets and take back what was his.